everyone. Welcome back to the What Do I Know podcast. This is your host, Jeremy Davis. You know the slogan, just the average fan talking all ball all the time. And today I want to talk about All-Star. So this weekend is the All-Star weekend. This is probably the most exciting weekend for me. I just love to see all the NBA athletes just compete in different competitions and have fun. So today I want to talk about the three-point shooting contest. Oh, man. Shooting is one of my favorite things that I enjoy doing and that I love watching other people doing because it doesn't really take athleticism like the dunk contest. It doesn't really consider speed or anything like that. It's just how pure is your jumper. Just a sweet stroke and you can win it all. From the beginning, I want to talk about some of the biggest things that's ever happened in the three-point contest. And I want to start with one of the greatest shooters I ever think there has been, and that's Larry Bird. The competition, the three-point competition, it started in 1986 with Larry Bird winning the first inaugural three-point shooting contest. And then after that, he would go on to win the next 2 years. So Larry Bird won 3 in a row. And I can remember watching highlights, because of course I wasn't born then, but I can remember watching highlights on like NBA TV or something, and just how cold Larry Bird was, how he'd be talking trash to his opponents. And it was one competition where he didn't even take off his shooting jacket. He was just shooting in the jacket, killing everybody. And that's when I was like, man, this dude is amazing. One of the best shooters ever. And I don't mean just in the NBA game. I mean just for the three-point shooting contest. And then you talk about Craig Hodges, who also won 3 in a row. He played for the Bulls for about 5 or 6 years, I believe. Or 4 years, something like that. And then he had won the contest in a row, I think in 90, 91, and 92. So Bulls fans, Michael Jordan's fans, don't ever say he ain't have help. He had one of the best three-point shooters ever. But I was watching one round of Craig Hodges shoot, and this dude had made 19 straight points. And I was just like, man, like, that is crazy to me. Just seeing people who are so good at what they do that when they get in the zone, they just go crazy. So when I think about that, I'm looking at most points in the round. Now, last year, any of you who watched the three-point contest know that Devin Booker set the first round. He set the most points in a round with 28, and 28 out of 34. That's pretty amazing. Steph Curry is second with 27 out of 34, and then Klay Thompson. Man, this dude is crazy. And once I get later on, I'm going to talk about the 3 best shooters that I've ever seen in the contest. But Klay Thompson, he scored 27 out of 34 and then 25 out of 34, which is 2 of the top 5 performances in one round. So this dude is definitely amazing. And he also has 24. So then that gives him 3 of the top 13 performances in a round. So that is something that I enjoy watching, especially Klay Thompson do. It looks so pretty. It's just so sweet when the ball releases out of his hands. It's amazing. But I want to talk about the actual competition as far as what has ever been the best three-point contest. The best three-point contest that I've seen was when Steph Curry and Klay Thompson dueled to win in 2014, I believe. 2014, 2015. Steph Curry won that appearance, but him and Klay Thompson was going back and forth. And that one had Marco Bellinelli, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kyle Korver, who put up good numbers. Wesley Matthews, at that time, he was a pretty good three-point shooter. And then J.J. Redick. So that was a really stacked competition. But to see 2 teammates going at it like that was just amazing. That is something that I really enjoy seeing. And then another one that I enjoy watching from the highlights that I seen was the Larry Bird versus Craig Hodges, and that was in 1989 and 1990, just to see both of them go back at it. And we're talking about the top shooters like ever going back and forth. So it's always interesting to see how and what makes the difference as far as being able to shoot in games and being able to shoot in the contest. To me, I think it's harder to shoot in the contest just because you don't have a rhythm. You're not coming off a screen, you know what I'm saying? You're not catching and shooting the ball. It's on you. You have to pick the ball up. You have to really focus. You got the big lights on you. Everyone's watching you. And I think it's harder to do that than to play within the game.
What?
So when you're talking about people who are doing performances like Klay Thompson, like Devin Booker, like Larry Bird, Craig Hodges, Peja Stojakovic won 2 in a row, you're talking about some of the most disciplined shooters, that we've ever seen. And now I'm thinking of watching the contest. Who would I consider the king of the three-point contest? When I watch this, I'm looking at Craig Hodges as number one to me. Is he the best shooter of all time? Of course not. But when you're talking about someone who's won the contest 3 times, who's came in second twice, that means he's really, really been consistent within the contest as far as shooting goes. Maybe the best catch and shoot besides Klay Thompson. Steph Curry is a great shooter, but what makes him amazing is he can shoot off the dribble with distance. But I'm talking about just straight catch and shoot. Klay Thompson is the best I've seen, but Craig Hodges is up there. He's up there with him. Second king of the three-point contest, I'm going to give that to Larry Bird. He won the first 3 contests, and the only time he lost was to Craig Hodges. So I have to give him number 2, and then number 3 is Klay Thompson. Oh, my God, man. Like I said, 2 of the top 5 performances in a round. He also has 3 of the top 13. He's only won 1, but I think he's only been in 3, I believe. He's only been in 3, and one of them he lost to the person who is considered the best three-point shooter ever. Which gets me into my question is, who I believe is the best shooter of all time. If you are old head, like most of you, like some of my listeners are, you might not agree with what I'm about to say, but this man, Steph Curry, oh my God, yes, he's a new school player. Yes, it's different, he can't be touched, blah, blah, blah. But the way this guy shoots, man, the range that he shoots with, the efficiency that he shoots with, off the dribble, off the catch, he can dribble left, he can dribble right, he can step back and shoot a 3, he shoots fadeaway 3s, turnaround 3s. He can do it all. Is he the best player in the NBA? No. But we're talking about the best shooter of all time. It didn't have to be between him and Larry Bird. I've seen Larry Bird make some ridiculous stuff in games. But I got to go with Steph Curry. And Klay Thompson, if Klay Thompson can shoot off the dribble, oh, man. He's definitely third. Definitely third to me. I love Reggie Miller. I love Peja Stojakovic. I love Ray Allen. I love all of those guys, who's really just good at shooting threes. But what Klay and Steph are doing, man, it's just unbelievable. But yeah, thank you for tuning in to a quick segment. All-Star shooting contest is going to be on Saturday. Keep a lookout for that. We're also going to talk best dunkers, best dunk contest, who I think is going to win the skills challenge and why. And then follow me next week. We're going to talk about what I felt about the weekend and also what I thought about the All-Star game. Everybody have a great day. Peace.